A commitment to education, collaboration, and Pro Shop partnership. They're the things that we look for when selecting our Pro Shop Coach of the Year every year. Want to find someone with a stronger commitment to those things than Del Warren? Good luck. I had a chance to talk to him about this award right after the end of his and his Weber team's intercollegiate team championship run near Green Bay, Wisconsin earlier this month. And let me tell you, his sense of humor and desire to learn makes him that award winner that he is. My name is Andrew Pfeffer. I am the creator, producer, and host of Bowling with the Pfeff, and this is Hot Topics. I know I said 10 minutes. I feel like I've had you here for like 40.
You and I are never going to do 10 minutes, buddy. You know that.
I got to ask you about the IBPSIA award. What does it mean to you?
I was shocked, actually. But what moved my wife was the press release. She was very moved by whoever wrote it. It was very cool. And so, I'm reading it, and I'm like, it's making me reflect on my career. So I'm just a student of all the people, because I was around when IBPSIA began. I went to the seminars early on when Ron Hoppe and Tom Laskow and Jerry Francomano, the original guys. And I went to all of that. And then, of course, Mo wrote Advanced Hots. And I was a part of him aiding in that, and I helped teach it. And then Lou Marquez and I wrote Hots on Lanes, which is the bridge between Advanced Hot and regular Hots. We did that for 3 years with Ron Hoppe. So it made me reflect. The press release was very nice. It made me reflect on my journey through that whole thing. So I'm very blessed and very honored to be kind of the same boat as like a Ron Hoppe and a Bill Taylor. I mean, those guys are icons, and Lash and Jerry Francomano and Mo, and I'm usually the guy sitting in the class taking notes. So that's pretty cool. Means a lot to be kind of in that same category as those guys. But coaching has always been my passion. Mo used to say, if Dell's walking down the sidewalk and he saw somebody could help, fix their arm swing, he would. And that was 30 years ago.
Yeah, well, it's good to see the note taker can win too.
Well, I mean, think about it. We didn't know. We're in dark ages back then. And matter of fact, most of everything that I was taught in bowling was wrong. And it's led to this. I've been driven to study mechanics and throwing motions, and then how to get the brain to accept the new movement pattern. So the good thing about YouTube and other internet is we can go and now get the latest information on all of these other sports that have millions and millions of dollars to put research in and technology to measure things. Just golf's kind of in the same boat. How to hit a baseball. They're learning new ways on how to generate energy and force more efficiently without putting stress and strain to the wrong parts of your body, which lead to injury. Bowling's no different. And now, with the game becoming more and more of a power game, where you have to throw it harder and you have to be more versatile in an environment that has more and more transition, you're seeing more and more injuries all the time. So I'm an information nut, and I love to learn. And so I'm always asking why. And I just realized that most everything I learned to go on tour was wrong. Nobody's fault, really. Bowling has never had millions and millions of dollars to put into things like that golf has, and Major League Baseball and other sports. But it's just an underhand throw, So that's why a lot of people are confused, because there's still a lot of bad information out there that, is interpreted in the right mindset in order to learn. But remember, we're only seeing 2D. We're only seeing what the camera sees, and we're only seeing it through the lens of where the camera's positioned. And a lot of times we misinterpret compensations for fundamentals. You gotta be really careful of that. Oh, this one does this, so it must be right, and where you're throwing at 21 miles an hour, 22 miles an hour, and you do it wrong, and you get all these weird angles in your body, it can be problematic. So, but I'll tell you what really floats my boat, aside from a coach coaching these kids and seeing them grow, is when I get somebody at Kegel that is ready to quit, and they're on information overload. They've been to a couple different coaches. They've watched a ton of YouTube, and the average person thinks they have to do what the guys on tour do to be good, and they just don't have to. And when I can fix them in an hour or less and really show them, you're struggling because you have the wrong concept. You're not struggling because you can't do it anymore, or you just can't do it. You're not talented enough. It's an underhand toss. So literally, I start a lot of lessons taking that 3-pound plastic rubber bowling ball, and I go, toss me the ball. Or I'll take a grip sack like cornhole and just, here's a square, put it in a square. And they do it perfectly every time. I go, now that's a bowling throw. It's nothing other than that. It's not keep your shoulders square, walk to your target, keep your feet slow, stand up tall, bend your knee. It's none of that, okay? Or it's not, I gotta have 450 RPMs to compete. I mean, you can win an eagle with 300 RPMs.
Thank goodness.
You can. So, and then the two things that I have found that the greatest of all time in my personal studies, and I've gone all the way back to the 40s, I found two elements that the legends have done, and it's a natural move. And you don't have to be talented to do it, because your body and gravity wants that to happen. But if you have the wrong concept of what you're trying to do, your body can't do it because it has to create compensations. So I love helping regular people get better. And I love to see the look on their face when their speed goes up 1.5 miles an hour and their rev rate goes up 10%, and then their ball starts to shape differently and their balance gets better and their shoulder doesn't hurt as much and their knee is, at the end of 3 games isn't aching as much. And they're like, this isn't, you mean you're not going to tear my game apart? I don't have to change everything. No, you have to change the concept. I love that about my job. So I got a lot to be grateful for, let me tell you. I don't like to lose, and I still, I'm competitive. I'm a competitor. So I love the fact that my team's upset, and they're upset for each other, which is what they're supposed to be. But remember, there's 15 other teams that are going to be upset on the boys and the girls team. There's only one team that can win this. And many times the best team in the country did not win. Many times they've gotten eliminated in 3 rounds. And I've won with teams like I hope we get through sectionals. Like if we can get to nationals with this team, I feel like, wow, and I've won with that team. And I've also lost with the best team in the country. And so it's Baker. Baker's exciting. And you can, I've had the best player in the country, and if he has a look, which Brandon didn't have much of a look, but I've had Matt Russo with the whole lane. He still only gets 2 frames. That's it. So it's a pretty cool format, and you have to rely on your team. And it teaches them a lot of life lessons about working with people. So, you and we got no shot at 10 minutes at FF.
I wasn't deliberately trying to lie,
I know. It was a goal.
I just always say that, 10 minutes. But no, I appreciate the time.
Thanks.